Hello everyone. Imagine an invisible, silent force slowly attacking your nervous system. These are pesticides, the toxic chemicals lurking in your food, water, and even the air you breathe every day. In this video, we expose one of their most alarming effects, triggering Parkinson's disease.
Golf courses often appear as perfect green carpets. They stretch out under the sun, inviting and calm. Many people dream of living near such places. They imagine peaceful mornings and beautiful views. The air seems fresh, and nature feels close. This picture of health and tranquility, however, can be misleading. Beneath the surface of this manicured beauty, a hidden danger may lurk. The lush uniform green of a golf course is not entirely natural. It is the result of intensive chemical treatments. Groundskeepers use fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides to keep the grass perfect. These chemicals fight off weeds, insects, and fungal diseases. Yet the very substances that create this artificial perfection can pose serious health risks. These risks extend beyond the boundaries of the course itself. Birds, insects, and small animals encounter the chemical arsenal first. For humans living close by, the exposure might be less direct, but more prolonged. The idyllic image of a home near a golf course needs a second look. We must ask questions about what maintains that green and the costs of such perfection. Recent scientific studies have cast a disturbing shadow over these green landscapes. One such study, published in JAMA Network Open, brought alarming news. It found a significant connection between living near golf courses and Parkinson's disease. This research adds to a growing body of evidence. It suggests that the chemicals used to maintain these courses could have severe neurological consequences. The study's data revealed a startling statistic. Individuals residing within 1 mile of a golf course faced a 126% increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a progressive disorder of the nervous system. It affects movement and can be debilitating. The thought that one's home location could so drastically increase this risk is deeply troubling. This research meticulously analyzed health records and geographical data. It compared individuals living near golf courses with those living further away. The link was not easily dismissed as coincidence. The implications are profound for people who have chosen to live near these seemingly peaceful recreational areas. They may be unknowingly exposed to substances that harm their brains. The findings demand our attention and urge us to reconsider the environmental safety of areas surrounding golf courses. The primary culprits behind this increased risk are pesticides. These are chemicals designed to kill living organisms, pests. Golf courses use a wide array of these substances. Among the many pesticides used, some are known neurotoxins. Two such pesticides often highlighted in research are chlorpyrifos and maneb. Chlorpyrifos is an organophosphate insecticide. It works by inhibiting an enzyme crucial for nerve function. Exposure can lead to a range of neurological effects. More worryingly, chronic low-level exposure is linked to developmental problems in children. It is also associated with neurological diseases in adults. Although its use has been restricted in some areas, it may still be present in the environment or used on some courses. Maneb is a fungicide used to control blights and other fungal diseases on turf. Studies have shown that maneb can interfere with dopamine pathways in the brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter essential for movement and mood. Its disruption is a key feature of Parkinson's disease. The combination of maneb with certain herbicides, like paraquat, has been shown to significantly increase Parkinson's risk in animal studies. These specific pesticides, chlorpyrifos and maneb, are just examples. Many other chemicals are applied to golf courses. The perfect green comes at a cost, and that cost may be our neurological health. The pesticides used on golf courses do not simply stay on the grass. They are designed to be potent, but they are also mobile. These chemicals can spread into the surrounding environment through several pathways. The three main exposure routes are airborne drift, groundwater contamination, and soil residue. Airborne drift is perhaps the most immediate concern. When pesticides are sprayed, tiny droplets can be carried by the wind. These droplets can travel considerable distances from the target area. People can then inhale these particles directly. Groundwater contamination is a more insidious route. Pesticides, along with excess irrigation water or rain, can seep down through the soil. They can eventually reach underground aquifers. These aquifers are often sources of drinking water for local communities. Soil residue forms another pathway of exposure. Pesticides can accumulate in the soil of the golf course. They can also settle in the soil of adjacent properties due to drift or runoff. Children playing in yards or people gardening can come into direct contact with contaminated soil. These residues can persist for months or even years. The earth itself can become a reservoir of these harmful substances. The danger from pesticides does not end when the spraying stops. Many of these chemical compounds are designed to be persistent. This means they break down very slowly in the environment. They can linger in the air, water, and soil for extended periods. This persistence ensures they remain effective against pests for longer. However, it also means they pose a long-term threat to human health and ecosystems. Pesticides can bind tightly to soil particles. Here, they may resist degradation by sunlight or microbes for months or even years. This contaminated soil can become a continuous source of exposure. Wind can carry dust from this soil into homes. Rainwater can wash it into rivers and streams. Children playing outdoors are especially vulnerable. They may ingest soil particles directly through hand-to-mouth contact. Water sources are also at risk from these persistent chemicals. Pesticides that leach into groundwater can remain there for a very long time. Groundwater moves slowly, and natural cleansing processes are often inadequate. Even the air can carry these lingering threats. This persistence is a key reason why living near pesticide-treated areas like golf courses carries a chronic risk. The risk associated with pesticide exposure from golf courses is not uniform. Certain geographical regions and specific populations are more vulnerable. Areas with a high density of golf courses are obvious hotspots. States like Florida, known for its year-round golfing weather, have numerous courses. These are often integrated directly into residential communities. The warm, humid climate in such regions also necessitates frequent pesticide application to combat vigorous pest pressures. This creates a higher potential for widespread exposure. The American Midwest also presents areas of concern. While golf season might be shorter, agricultural pesticide use is widespread in this region. Golf courses in these areas contribute an additional layer of chemical burden. Beyond geographical location, certain groups of people are more susceptible to harm. Children are at greater risk than adults. Their bodies are still developing, and their detoxification systems are less mature. Pregnant women are another vulnerable group. Exposure to pesticides during critical developmental windows can have lasting effects on the unborn child. Elderly individuals also face heightened vulnerability. Their bodies may be less efficient at processing and eliminating toxins. Identifying these at-risk regions and populations is the first step toward targeted protective measures and public health interventions. For those living near golf courses, awareness of the potential risks is paramount. While the situation is concerning, there are practical steps residents can take. These actions can help reduce their exposure to pesticides. Protecting one's health and family begins with informed choices. One of the most important steps is to ensure the safety of your drinking water. If your home uses well water, regular testing is essential. Test for common pesticides used on golf courses in your area. Consider installing a high-quality water filtration system in your home. Activated carbon filters can effectively remove many pesticides. Managing your home's air quality is another crucial measure. Keep windows closed during and immediately after pesticide spraying on the nearby course. Using air purifiers with HEPA and activated carbon filters can help remove airborne pesticide particles. Regularly cleaning your home, including dusting and vacuuming with a HEPA filter vacuum, can reduce settled pesticide residues. Be mindful of your outdoor environment as well. Wash all locally grown fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating. These personal actions, while not eliminating the risk, can contribute to a safer home. Individual actions are important, but broader community and policy changes are vital. Addressing the root of the problem requires collective effort. Communities can work together to advocate for safer practices on golf courses. They can also push for policies that protect public health. Local and state governments have a role to play. They can regulate pesticide use more stringently. They can also promote alternatives that are less harmful to people and the environment. Community groups can engage directly with golf course management. They can request information about the types and amounts of pesticides being used. They can also ask about the schedule of applications. Armed with this knowledge, residents can advocate for the adoption of integrated pest management (IPM) programs. IPM emphasizes using the least toxic methods first. Local governments can implement buffer zones around golf courses. These zones would prohibit pesticide spraying within a certain distance of homes, schools, and parks. At a broader level, advocating for stronger state and federal regulations on pesticides is essential. Through collective action, communities can create a healthier environment for everyone. The verdant allure of golf course communities hides a complex environmental issue. The link between pesticide exposure from these areas and Parkinson's disease is a serious concern. It demands our attention and a shift in perspective. We must move beyond simply admiring the aesthetic appeal of manicured landscapes. We need to understand the chemical inputs that maintain them. This awareness is the first step towards protecting ourselves and our loved ones from potential harm. The science, including studies like the one in JAMA Network Open, is sending a clear signal. Proximity to golf courses can indeed increase the risk of developing serious health problems. The pesticides, such as chlorpyrifos and maneb, are known to affect the nervous system. They can drift through the air, seep into our water, and settle in our soil. These chemicals do not respect property lines. However, knowledge empowers us to act. Individuals can take practical steps to reduce their exposure. But individual actions alone are not enough. Community engagement and policy changes are crucial.
Stay with us. Please share your thoughts on the impact of pesticides on human health. We'd love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends and colleagues who might be interested.